is why you're a better friend.
That was hard because you looked at both of us. So I'm not sure who you were talking to.
Hello, friends.
Whoa.
Welcome.
There's no one there.
No. Welcome to the first episode of our new show.
Swiggity swag.
Untitled right now, but
Untitled, swiggity swag.
No.
We are here to discuss a topic brought by one of us for your entertainment and enjoyment. I'm Kyle.
Which way are we?
That's a good question.
I'm Leanne.
Like I was gonna say something, but I thought it'd be better to just leave no noise.
That's Ethan.
Yes. You may know.
You can follow us right here. We'll have our Twitter handles right here.
I don't have a Twitter.
You may recognize these two from the Let's Plays that have been on the channel.
Yeah.
Or I sat there awkwardly.
Today, I brought our inaugural topic. We're gonna be talking about our favorite video games.
So why don't you two go first? Because mine's the best one, so we should end with me, you know?
Well, my personal favorite video game, and this is not best games, like this is just...
Mine is, but theirs aren't.
We're not saying what is unequivocally the best video game, it's just what are our favorite games. And my favorite game is Gone Home.
Describe it.
What is, pray tell, Gone Home, Kyle?
Alright.
I actually don't know at all, so...
Well, Gone Home's an indie game. It came out, 2013? Yeah, 2013.
Because
it was the same year as Last of Us.
Same year as Last of Us, same year as
As,
same still as Grand Theft Auto 5.
What is that game where you're...
Same year as Bioshock Infinite.
You're like,
That was a great year for video games.
Yeah.
You're like,
That's why I remember it.
the whole point of the game is just to survive.
Daisy?
Like, in the woods, and it's like it's an indie game. Your sister played it.
Oh.
There's a forest. There's...
Don't Starve.
Don't Starve.
Why'd you think of that?
Because I got Don't Starve and Gone Home in the same Steam sale. I didn't touch either of them.
It's like...
Well, Gone Home it's an indie game by Fulbright. And some of the people who worked on Bioshock 2 split off and made Fulbright and made Gone Home, which was their first game. And I mean, I love this game so much. It's a really beautiful game. Like, it's basically just about a woman who she's in college. She spends a year abroad and then comes home. And after she went to college. Her parents and her younger sister moved to a new house. So she's coming home. She's never been in this house before. And it's
okay.
out in the woods. And she comes home and just finds it empty. And it's a very, what I love about the game is it's just, I've never seen a game merge gameplay and storytelling so, as well as this game does. The gameplay is you're exploring the house. And the story is you're exploring the house. It'd be harder to tell this, the story wouldn't be the same if you told it in another medium, like film or books, because it works.
It's about you exploring. It's not about, you don't want to see someone just walk through a house. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't do the same. It's it's almost your...
I'm wondering how much of the game, because I played it, and I'm trying to wonder about how much of the game you can play and still miss a lot of it. Because, I don't know if it's... Because I know there's to an extent you have to find certain things so when you get to certain parts of the house you can finish. But I wonder how much you can miss.
Yeah, so the game's told through audio logs that you find, that audio diaries left by your younger sister.
Are those, very important?
The entire story is told through the audio.
Okay. Because, in Borderlands, there are audio logs all over the place. But, who cares? You know? You're going around and you'll find one and you'll be like, oh, this does nothing.
Right, but, in Bioshock, it actually is really important to understand the world and, how everything went to shit.
Yeah. The storytelling's all, very just you exploring and finding little notes or, seeing little things. It's not, sure, the audio logs are your sister talking to you, but there's no just exposition dumps.
Wait, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck. Okay.
That was great. Great addition to this conversation.
Yeah, what was that? Is that an audio log?
No.
No,
because I realized I've said fuck and shit at least once and twice. So I was once or twice. I was oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
so this is rated R. Isn't that a thing, right? A movie
Apparently-
to like qualify.
You
like
can have one
artists,
F-bomb.
you can have one F-bomb.
Yeah.
Right.
And once they
Also,
add an extra
I was
one.
talking to someone last night, and she was saying that apparently the MPAA like counts the number of thrusts in sex scenes to like differentiate
Really?
like 13R and 17.
That's funny.
So just back that one person's just there going,
Like it's like that's their only job. like
I don't know.
I feel like.
But it's just like weird.
And they
how
turn up the
arbitrary-
volume a lot just so they could figure out a system where they don't even need to watch the movie anymore. 'Cause if that's all they're gonna do, like if they're not watching for the plot, it's like when you watch like a piece of theater only for like technical aspects. But this is like way worse because you just watch.
I would certainly like.
No, but like you can't enjoy this much just because you're like only.
Right.
And you're gonna watch a bunch of really shitty movies.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. Because if they all that's a bad. I was gonna say if they all involve sex, they're probably not as good as if they didn't. But that's absolutely not true. That's like,
But like,
that's
one person could do every film that comes out every year.
yes.
As a full-time job, working like a 40, 50-hour week, yeah, you could.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's an actual job.
No, it's probably not.
So as far as like, so
It's probably like
go through,
that's
like,
just like an addition. Like that's
like
just,
if you're going through a film, you have to like account for that as well. And several people have to go through and like make.
like it's probably the same person that counts the F bombs.
Yeah, but I know
That's all they're doing.
when games,
is counting the F bombs.
I don't know if movies are saying
the fucks and the fucks.
yeah.
Yeah, but like
Did you
then
hear? There's the thing I read in a Game Informer article. You know, because if you like have the GameStop like subscription, you get Game Informer automatically. That there was, I think maybe it was one of the editors for Game Informer. Their son was playing Grand Theft Auto and like following like traffic laws and helping people. Like playing Grand Theft Auto, not how you would expect people to play Grand Theft Auto.
A lot of these games, like say, oh, let's just promote this stuff. I'm like, you can go through all of Postal 2, or Postal and Postal 2 without like, from what I understand, I actually haven't played it without doing all this stuff that make you go, this is a terrible, lawful, evil thing.
Yeah.
Just like with Grand Theft Auto, like, you are never once required to harm a female character in the game.
Yeah.
There's not a single point in it.
I think BuzzFeed had women play Grand Theft Auto.
yeah,
Yeah, but they also, I think they like had them do
like the worst parts.
the worst parts of Grand Theft Auto,
like
like
a
go
torture
like
scene.
or like going to a strip club and like going to, I don't know if it, like it's just like one of the back rooms you can go into and have like
A private
a
dance.
private
Yeah.
sort of thing.
They can turn, but like you can offer to go home with them, and they can be like, I'm sorry, no, I don't want to go home with you. They can do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you bring out a gun in a strip club?
No, you can't.
You could do that in 4. I remember.
I
that.
think if you're already,
And then
I think in
Saints Row.
certain
you can do
situations, like if there's already cops chasing you and you hide in the strip club, then your gun can still be drawn. But like honestly, like if you're just like going to a strip club, you actually can't take out your gun.
So Gone Home.
Hi. Sorry about that.
No, please, I don't like. This is conversational. I don't care. Can't
You
tangents
should
are
be
fun.
very, very disappointed with your choice of beasts. With, like one of the two though.
No, we love Leanne.
That was the weirdest way that you could have said read between the lines. Which I would have done if I were you.
But these are two.
This is two fingers.
Never mind.
I'm literally looking at a space. This is either piece or space. That's all it is to me.
Fine.
So Gone Home,
Yeah.
it deals with a lot of really interesting themes. Like, it's a main theme of it is like discovering your sexuality and like
How is that when you're by yourself in this house and like the whole?
The story is much more the sister story than
Yeah.
than like your younger sister story than
Are
your
you
own.
playing as the younger sister at
The
all?
older sister.
Okay. I guess I'll have to play it then.
Like the
Yeah,
older
I don't want
sister-
you to ruin anything.
But it's essentially you're looking at your family stories, and those are the stories you're following. So like you're like learning about your younger sister, you're learning about your mother, you're learning about your father. Like that's the story you're experiencing. You are just kind of roaming the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a silent protagonist deal.
Yeah.
And like your younger sister, is it Katie?
Aren't
No,
you
it's Sam.
Katie? Yeah.
The main character is Katie. Sam, the younger sister, is much more the main character than Katie. Like it's very much her story, and like you're really discovering what happened to her in the year that you were gone. It's just really beautifully told. It's not a story I had before playing it I'd ever seen in another video game.
Yeah. When you said at the beginning though that it was like it did such a good job of mixing actual gameplay with the storytelling. I think Unfinished Swan does a really good job of that too.
Unfinished Swan is also great.
But you also were saying that like you can miss out on things in the story. I really don't think that you can miss out on anything in Unfinished Swan. Like it's not all storytelling, but it's like
I think it's like the
it'd be weird if you missed out on some.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Also, there's the extent to which like this is the path, and like you can. The whole premise of the game is go to grandmother's house and stay on the path, or like, and you can just honestly just finish the game really quickly and walk to grandmother's house, or
what game are you talking about?
The Path.
Okay.
It's an indie game, or you can veer off the path and go into the woods, and like then you expand the game.
Oh, like Gone Home like doesn't like there's no tutorial. There's no like go here do this. It's just like it's entirely self-motivated.
Really like the X-Files. There are X-Files references like throughout that game. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Even like I believe the cigarettes even are the same.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. The voice actor for Sam does such a great job. Mm-hmm. It really nails a lot of like what being a teenager is like, and a lot of being like.
I didn't say a word.
And there's so many like
I give you a weird look. You could have said, "Don't look at me like that." Beep boop pop beep boop. I'm a robot. You know, like you don't have to say "shut up."
Sorry, I twitched.
I figured that out.
Continue talking about Sam.
And it's just it takes and like the sense of place in the '90s. Like there's so much '90s stuff in that game, and like
how '90s though? Like detention '90s or like
no, like actual '90s. Like there are VHS tapes all over the place. Like,
okay, are there like those slap bracelets?
No, but they have. Do you know those?
Yeah.
Those like those like really brightly colored like animal things with like.
Beanie Baby?
No, not Beanie Baby. Lisa.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Like those folders
that have the really bright animals on it. Like
oh yeah.
Lisa, it's Lisa something, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like those,
but I do know what they would look like.
Yeah, like those are like you find those and shit. Like
that's like something that a high schooler would have now, though. You know, just to be like
to be nice,
to be hip.
Like I don't want to give away too much of the story, just because like for anyone watching this, like it is such a beautifully done story and something really worth experiencing. And I really can say without like a shadow of a doubt that it is my favorite gaming experience that I have had. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Who wants to take next?
Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank. I was gonna say Frank, but then I was like, I don't know. It sounded weird in my head.
Lee. Go ahead.
Alright, Leanne is going to go.
It's either Lee or Lean. Those are the only two of her names. Her actual.
I hate you.
Okay. What was it? At Sakaya. Okay, we went to a restaurant. And because they just take your name off the credit card, because her name is Leanne, but her first name is Lee and her middle name is Anne, but it's like actually just her first name. People read Lee. So you were like, they called out Lee.
Okay.
So you're Lee.
Her name is Leanne.
Thank you. This is why you're a better friend.
That was hard because you looked at both of us. So I'm not sure who you were talking to.
Okay,
Okay, no, I understand. I understood what you were talking about. You don't have to do a weird hand.
Greater than.
What's your favorite game, Leanne?
So my favorite game, I don't like choosing. I'll probably like change my mind in like 10 minutes, but it mostly goes back to this one, which is Persona 4. I remember playing Persona 3, and I played it a bit late. I played them both a little bit late. And I was like,
did you play Persona 3 before 4?
Yes. Mm. I played Persona 3, and I was like, wow, this is one of the best like games I've played. Like, I can't imagine something being better than this. And, like, the combat's so fun. Blah, blah. And then I played Persona 4, and I was like, oh, now I go and people say it's better. Oh, wow, okay. Like, I still love the characters in Persona 3, but, like, they feel so much more fleshed out in Persona 4. The kind of the thing I talk about with Persona 4 a lot is, like, your friends in the game feel like your friends, which is kind of like I joke around with a few people saying, like, when Persona 5 comes out, I can't wait to spend all my time with my friends and ignore all my friends in real life.
No, like, I told, like, Persona 4 was my summer last summer. Like, I spent almost as much time with, like, the characters in Persona 4 as I did with you guys.
Yeah.
But they improved upon the combat from 3 to 4 a lot, too, and, like...
In what way?
Well, the dungeon crawling doesn't feel as tedious because the dungeons are not as, because, like, they're all for the different characters who you're saving, the dungeons are a little more personalized. So they're not, whereas in Persona 3 you're just going through Tartarus, and it's like, it feels like the same thing the whole way through.
So, like, why don't you like explain like the gameplay of it? Because it's it's a hard game to explain the gameplay of.
How about I can explain it because I haven't played it. I've only seen people play it, so I won't be as like specific.
Go for it.
Okay, so the main point of the game, right, is that you're, I don't know the main character if there is a specific main character, but there's like.
I mean, you name the main character.
Okay, so you play as a character, and half of the game is you like living out their social life. So like them going to school, and then like actually like deciding who you want to be friends with and who you want to have relationships with. And then the other half of the game is in this like, it's like dream world, like whatever, like just some other worlds where you have these personas that like they're like large beasts sort of things, or like warriors, I don't know, that fight for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and
it's like classic JRPG style fighting, where it's turn based and like.
Yeah, and one of the big changes from 3 to 4, although they did add this in P3P, was that you didn't just have to control yourself; you could control everyone in your party, which is a lot better because sometimes people make really stupid choices.
No, yeah,
like only healing themselves, so they have enough SP to heal everyone.
Game design should really never leave party members up to the AI. Ever.
Yeah. I haven't played old JRPGs. Like, the only JRPG that I've really put time into is Dragon Quest VIII, which, for those of you at home who haven't played Dragon Quest VIII, you probably won't be able to because it's for PS2, but if you can, do it. It's, like, amazing.
Did they release it on the PSN?
I don't know.
I feel like they would.
Maybe. I don't know. They should,
I mean,
if they haven't.
A PS2 after I got PS3.
Yeah, I mean, PS2s are like $60 at GameStop, so it's not
you can get
a huge investment.
Yeah. I got
You just have to wait for it.
But at least you don't have to leave the house.
Yeah, but it took me 59 hours and 59 minutes to beat it.
I remember,
which isn't like that long for
Yeah.
JRPG, especially because there's this
yeah,
monster arena where you like, it's like almost like Pokemon where you have to like beat different enemies, but like very specific enemies because you like, the normal combat is like Pokemon where you walk around and you don't see enemies, but like they'll just pop up, like you'll go into battle sequences. But there are enemies that you can see that when you run into them, you can fight them and like catch them by killing them, kind of.
Yeah, like
and then force them to fight. You put them into this dungeon with other monsters, and you force all those monsters to fight.
So it's like Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of. Except there's also like a cool thing where like if you have like themes to your team, a lot of like specific teams, like if you have like all slimes, they'll have like a team name, and it'll affect how like their stats, kind of. So that's like a cool extra thing that they added to it.
Yeah, like 60 hours is not that, like...
60 hours is not long.
The first playthrough of Persona 4 is, like, it's 100 hours.
Yeah, I've done... I honestly I haven't even done a third playthrough, and I want to.
I haven't done a third playthrough
I
yet.
want to.
Oh, you're so not hardcore.
I did start a third, it's like, for a long time, just didn't get back to it. So I started a third for Persona 3.
I'm still working up the motivation to like start my second playthrough of Persona 4.
You should also play Persona 3.
I know, there are too many games! And I can't do video capture of those, so I'm like less motivated.
True.
It's actually like, that's the sad thing about starting a YouTube channel.
Well, you can you do video capture on PS3?
No,
No,
I'd have to buy something.
Yeah.
I don't like...
If he bought something, then he'd also be able to record his Xbox 360 and Wii, probably.
Yeah, I could.
But
it's like
it would be like a solid $200 investment. So.
And considering I don't have a job yet, I really don't want to be spending that much money.
That's fair.
But like that's like
But that's a good thing about the PS4 and the Xbox One. Is
I love that.
Like you can record audio like directly to both of them, but like both are kind of iffy. Actually, I think
it's only 720p, but like it's free.
Either way, yeah, it's good.
It's like it makes it just really easy to get into it.
Yeah,
if you just want to try it out.
Faux show.
Well,
anything
okay,
else?
Persona 4 again. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else I want to say. I don't know. Like I just get really invested, like in the characters and what's happening. Like when the thing happens, and I was like realizing it was about to happen. Maybe not that. I don't know. It's too vague for me to even say. okay, there's a chance where like
my favorite part about the game was the characters.
Right.
Yeah.
I think like there's a point where I realized Dojima's about to get really mad at you, and I was actually like just like saying like, oh no, please, no, don't hurt, no, oh no, I don't want to stop, oh god, it's like it was like so much that like people in the next room were kind of like telling me to shut up. I was like really invested, and yeah, and I also I do want to specify that I really the golden is what I'm really talking about because she's a little bit generic today, but like I love Marie. I love her.
That's on the PS Vita.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
What was that word that you said to describe Marie?
You mumbled that so bad.
No, it's like a word. It's not an English word.
Tsundere.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That's something an anime fan would know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't.
Oh, okay. It's like
I don't watch enough anime.
it's like someone who even if you haven't watched much, you've probably seen one. It's almost always a girl, and she's like someone who's like very hard and tough on the outside, and like kind of like would deny any like romantic affection, and so like you'll call someone stupid or whatever, but like secretly like when you can be like they can be really sweet with someone and like have that soft side to them.
So it's a trope.
Yeah, it's a very trope. There's like there's.
Is there like best boy and best girl? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I feel like everyone on
this
Facebook,
is even
or like specifically with Smash, says Martha's the best girl because he's the most feminine-looking character in Melee. So like everyone says.
I honestly I should say like best girl for specific things, but I honestly can't even get past the fact that Rin is best girl. Like Fate Stay Night, Rin is best girl.
When do we get on Fate Stay Night?
Yeah,
because I don't even care about best girls anywhere else. I only care about Rin. Rin is best girls.
No game has ever made me smile as much as Persona 4 has.
Oh yeah, because like that's one of the things that missing out with I think Persona 3. Cause like I cared about the characters and like I was still invested, but and like there were still times where like you kind of like had some fun with the characters, but I mumble. Shush.
No, it wasn't that. I was thinking of Finish your thoughts that I can say what I want to say.
Okay, but like in Persona 4, there's so much like just like having fun with your friends. You know?
Yeah, like there's so much downtime with your friends,
Yeah,
but none of it's boring. It's always like
Really? I feel like it would get repetitive.
oh no,
that's the thing. It
no,
doesn't.
it doesn't. And that's the golden adds even more. It's like I don't. Like you get the ski trip, which I love the ski trip. Ski trip's probably my favorite.
Ski trip's great. I love the beach trip when Kanji loses his bathing suit.
Oh, and he's riding the seaweed. And
That was
glamorous. Oh,
like
I
the
love
humor
Kanji.
is so on point in that game. Like I
Yeah.
laughed so much.
And it's funny because like I'm not. It's like I'm pickier with like comedy anime and whatnot. Like I find a handful of them really funny, and a good chunk of them just like kind of fall flat for me. I mean, like Genkan Shoujo no Zaku-kun, like that's a comedy that I love. But yeah, I just everything I just get not just invested like because like don't I get invested in things I'm more like oh my babes are being hurt, I don't want to hurt, don't be hurt, no, but like I'm like invested in having fun with them.
Yeah, that's what's so great about it. Like, and they just feel so real. Like they feel like such real people.
But they're not.
Don't
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut not.
They're my
Wow,
real
wow.
friends. They
They're
don't tell me
people.
you're not real.
They're people.
What were you going to
Okay,
say?
yeah. So when you said that like it's the game that made you smile the most, have you ever? I don't know if it's every Crash Bandicoot game. Have you ever played the Crash Bandicoot racing game?
No.
I've never played
I
that.
think it was for the GameCube and the PS2.
I remember
Yeah,
seeing it.
it was like one of those like tag team racing things where you had two characters in your cart. Anyway, this is really stupid. In the loading
Where is this
screen,
going?
in the loading screen, when you pressed A and B, it made burp and fart noises. And that's probably the funniest thing in any video game.
That's a pretty broad, like big claim, Ethan.
Like that I've played, I'll say. Like I love when loading screens have like some sort of interactive thing. Like the Dragon Ball Z fighting games, normally you can like mash buttons and like depending on how fast you mash, like things will pop up on the screen or things will change. So like I think it was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. They all have like the most absurd names.
Oh, there's
My
a
roommate
game
knew how
that's
to
coming
enjoy this.
out. It has the longest title I've ever seen. It's like I see if I can find that for you.
Is it a Dragon Ball game?
No. It's like, I'm not gonna look it up now. I don't waste the time.
But anyway, there's like,
if you want to look it up, you think
there's like aliens that would like, the faster you mash it, like they just like pop up out of the ground. They like their heads would like pop up out of the ground and their whole body.
And this is in the loading screen?
Yeah. Or like other like, or like a different Dragon Ball Z game, like Goku would just like eat bowls of food and like they just stack up really fast.
This is for you, Muha.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z.
I can't say I'm not funny. I'll find it later. But I don't really know what else to say other than I love it. But like I also love so many other games too that I feel bad.
Don't be discouraged by the 100-hour playtime because it is so worth it.
Yeah, and especially like if you
like
have,
any JRPG, it's gonna
like,
take a long time. So
if you have a Vita, like which I know,
buy Vitas. They're worth it.
Yeah, I know not many people do, but like that's one thing that's really nice about the Golden is because being able to take it with you makes the playtime. Because like I played through Persona 3 on the console, so like I had to sit down and spend the time with it. And like I know I played P3P because I bought that for the Vita, which is originally a PSP game. That would buy so much more quickly than I did playing it sitting down. I also was like playing as the female character a lot more than playing as the guy character because I feel like she has a personality.
Yeah, like I brought Golden with me on like family vacations and stuff, and I would just like disappear. And Mom would be like, "Kyle, come join the family."
You should really enjoy. Well, it depends. If it was like too much for you,
I'm enjoying the family with Nanako Dojima.
Yeah.
But like if you go like out of state, then you should really.
Well, I was like, it was like a week and a half long vacation, and there was just like a lot of time.
Okay. Like or if like you're in New York or whatever.
Yeah, I was like with my family there, and it was like
whatever. Like if you're there for a long time, and it's just.
It was the
like,
kind of vacation where you're just like
lot.
relaxing.
Yeah, and not like exploring a new city.
Yeah, no.
All right, I can dig it.
And Nanako is just the greatest. Yeah.
She's the cutest. Like I generally hate like little kid like characters in every game because they're always the most annoying thing. Like they don't never they never get it right. I feel like, but I so attached to Nanako.
Oh my god, when
I love her so much.
I was so protective of her. I just loved her so much.
There's this anime, one of the few animes that I watched. It's called No Game, No Life.
I've heard
of
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the main characters is this little girl. She's the best.
Oh yeah.
She's
From
the best
what
character.
I've watched of it, that's here's the shortened name I found.
The shortened name.
Yeah, it's like they call it short Summer Colored High School.
Is this a game?
Yes, but I want to find the full title.
Yeah, I want to hear how long this title is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to read in Japanese. Kotaku did a rough translation of it.
Oh, right.
So it's Summer Colored High School, a little star next to it, adolescent record, a summer at school on an island where I contemplate how the first day after I transferred, I ran into a childhood friend and was forced to join the journalism club, where while my days as a paparazzi kid with great scoops made me rather popular among the girls, but strangely, my camera is full of panty shots and where my candid romance is going.
Oh my god, that's so Japanese it hurts. That's ridiculous.
That's
The animation looks similar to Akiba's Trip.
That's like ruining the whole like first like hour of playing the game.
You just got like all the exposition in the title.
Exactly. Like you don't need to have a super like explicit title.
Yeah, that's
like you don't need to explain everything.
That's why I love Gone Home. It's just so beautifully simple. Just Gone Home, and that's all you really need to know.
Yeah. Could you sit down for 2 hours by yourself and come
I'm not by myself. I would do that.
Exactly.
As a kid,
and
I did
he
though.
has two
did
sisters who just like Katie recently started playing video games.
But like as a kid, I did play by myself.
But I couldn't. Like I could not do that.